Hey, how's it going? So, a friend of mine decided that since we're both D&D geeks, he came up with this concept for a creature. And he just texts me and goes, "You should fucking make this." And when he told me the creature concept, all I could do was go, "Yeah, I should fucking make this." So, what the creature is, if you play Dungeons and Dragons, then you're probably familiar with these two creatures, or you've read the books and seen them. One is called a Mind Flayer, which is a tentacly creature that devours brains. The other one is a Hydra, you know, good old classic seven-headed Hydra, Jason the Argonaut style, Golden Fleece, blah blah blah. But what the creature concept is it is a half-breed of both. So what I've done is I did some creature. I took a couple of hours to take down some creature concepts. I can't tell if you can see them very well on here, but I'll try and show you anyway. The first one is this. That was a little shitty because of the blur. But the tentacles are a major factor. You know, a little bit of an emaciated body. I didn't go with spines on the back just because after a while, depending on the amount of spines, it was starting to look like it was undead. So I decided against that. And then the next creature concept was the one that kind of like just sealed the deal, and that was this. You know, barrel-chested, a little muscular, the taloned legs, long, skinny tail, just kind of like emaciated, but not like it's starving to death. And then there on the face, you really can't tell because of the blur. Sorry about this. I don't have a really high-quality webcam. Unfortunately, it's not supposed to technically have a mouth, but we decided it should have a mouth anyway, just because of the nasty, ferocious look of it. And so here is all I've done so far is sculpted the body. I haven't touched the head and neck yet because I'm going to do those separately. I sculpted the body, and I have gone ahead and molded half of it. Here's the other half of the body, if you can get a good look. I know I've got some clay and stuff in here from the mold wall. I'll try and peel some of that off so you can get a better idea real quick on what I'm doing. But you know, you have the webbed taloned feet. It comes up to the rib cage showing. The skin is a little mottled and distorted and stretched. And the tail is the pain because it's so thin and the wall doesn't want to stay on there, but we'll ignore that for now. And you know, just the whole creature in itself is this sculpture is going to be one of my bigger ones. It's going to be around 20-25 inches long. And what I've molded it with is fiberglass. Now normally I would use plaster or a special concrete mortar that's called UltraCal 30. But I figured since I was only going to make this just out of latex and some flexible foam, that the fiberglass would do the job just as well. It's only about 2 to 3 layers thick. It doesn't need to be super big. I'm not putting it in an oven and baking foam latex or anything. So my friend might be a little upset with me because I told him, "You're not going to get the final sculpture for this piece." And he asked me why. I said, well, because I've decided I'm going to do a stop-motion animation movie with it, which is something I've always wanted to do anyway, was get into animation. So this is finally my excuse to do it, because I also got to looking around and it's like, you know, it'd be just such a waste to have this sculpture here and not have it be in a super, you know, an awesome pose or have anything really dynamic about it besides like a crappy paint job, since I can't paint. So the idea is that he'll get this stop motion movie when it's all said and done. So this project's looking like it's going to be like 2 to 3 months in length to finally get done and to do right. And I know I'm picking a horrible, horrible creature to try and animate on the first go, but all in all, I have very high hopes for it, because one, I have all the stuff to do this. I have the effects programs on my computer. I've got all the stuff I need to make an armature skeleton so it'll move and bend properly. I have the latex for the skin. I have paints that I can mix so that way they'll stick to the latex. And I also have a little bit of what we call poly foam left, which is just a urethane foam that you mix in a cup and pour in, and it's a high flexibility foam, so it's kind of like comfort pillow cushioning inside, just to give it a little bit of form inside of the latex when it's all said and done. So yeah, I'll start doing these little web video blogs more often, just so that way people can stay up to date on, if they care enough, that is, about the project and how it's going, and then some other projects, or maybe if I just, want to talk. But so that's what's going on so far. So Jeff, if you're watching this video, I hope you're pleased with what you've gotten so far on your baby. as me and him have come to call it, it's the baby. It's this horrible brainchild between me and him. He came up with the idea, and I just put it into physical form for him. So check back in, gosh, I'd say a couple days, and I should have some more for you to check out. Later.